So Apple launched its new MacBook Pro lineup, and there's a lot of talk about the new MacBook Touch Strip, and I think it's great. It'll most likely be another revolution by Apple on the way users interact with their computers. I remember Razer did something similar a few years back with the Blade. Overall, Apple had not updated the MacBook Pros for a while, and I think that it brings a sense of freshness to see hardware updates aside from the usual faster processor, more memory, and so on. Which brings me to my main point, and that is the new ports. For as long as I can remember, computers have had a variety of ports ranging from the charging port to USB to Ethernet and even a small Kensington lock slot. But I think this is a new turn. And I mean that in a good way. When they introduced the MacBook a few months back, it became a subject of discussion because one port wasn't enough. And I agree, depending on the type of work you need to accomplish. If you're just going to be browsing the internet, just doing some email, I think that's okay. But if you're carrying out tasks that require an external monitor, Ethernet, and file importing, I don't feel like it's enough, even with the adapter. On these new laptops, they're including 3 to 4 USB Type-C or Thunderbolt 3 ports, and ironically a 3.5mm headphone jack. Now these ports are powerful. Not only can they transfer data at really fast rates, but they're backwards compatible. That means that with a dongle, of course, all other USB power devices will work great. So the voltage and USB standards will not render all your previous gear unusable. Bonus, it's reversible, so you'll never plug it in incorrectly. It is going to be a pain carrying around adapters for a while, but since its compatibility is so broad, we're going to start to see more and more devices that plug into a Type-C, and other PC manufacturers are going to start including them in their laptops. Things like a 5K monitor that Apple partnered with LG to deliver. It plugs into your MacBook to have a second display, but it also simultaneously charges it. I believe those things will become more frequent. I think it is a step towards standardization and more generalized compatibility. This, of course, provided that other companies jump in. Ports are always evolving. They're becoming faster, their interfaces are changing, but it is up to the manufacturers to include them in their products. And since Apple is a global leader, it can take the challenge of welcoming such ports. Enforce dongles for a while, yes, but eventually have a single type of connector that fits almost all devices. Thanks for watching.